Hello guys, I'm back again here to document my entire MTG collection. Well, trying to document my entire MTG collection. As I stated in the last videos, I have been collecting for over 25 years. And this is just a way to try to show everybody the cards I have picked up over 25 years. I do collect, or I try to collect playsets, so I'm only showing you at this moment the cards that I have at the playsets. I do have other cards that I will not be showing in the videos at this moment because I'm still trying to get the playsets. We're gonna continue with with non-basic lands, as you remember. We're going now with the letter H. Remember the word lands, tierras in Spanish. And we're gonna start out with Halimar Depths. Abismos de Halimar in Spanish. Okay, as I said, I'm just gonna try to go fast. There's not much to comment about all these lands. We got a haul from the Clue Edition game from Ravnica. And I'm telling you guys, these cards are considered cards because they have the MTG back part. Hall of the Heliots Generosity, Templo de la Generosidad de Helio. Okay, from English to Spanish, like most of my cards, my playsets. We have Hall of the Oracles, Sala de los Oráculos. This is from Strixhaven, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna have a return to Strixhaven, I think, next month. And we got Hall of the Storm Giants, Salón de los Gigantes de Tormentas. I remember playing with this card. I only used one copy, if I'm not mistaken, but I played with it. Hall of the Taxin, Salón de Taxin in Spanish, which is kind of nice. Something about a Power Stone. Some of these cards I have honestly never read. I just bought them because I needed to have them. Hall of the Bandit Lord. This is a very old card from Kamigawa, a rare. You play 3 life, you add 1 to your mana pool, and if you spend it for a creature, it gets haste. It looks good. Okay, then we got Holloway's Fountain. As you can see, these are beat up. I have played a lot with them. This is in Spanish, Fuente Consagrada, and this is a signed version. These cards I've been playing with them for over 20 years, guys. Okay, we got Hall of Mist. Creatures cannot attack you. If it attacked during the controller's last turn, so it's like you said, this is from Ice Age. Honestly, this is a nice picture. I have not seen it before. A little bit older color now. This is Hammerhead. I have 2 in English and 2 in Italian. Remember, Legends came out only in 2 languages, English and Italian. We got 2 of each. I guess there's some noise around, guys. I hope it doesn't pick up too much in the mic. We got Hamway Battlements, and this is one of the fusion cards we used to have. It was annoying for me to get them because the other back part has to be in the same languages so it can be complete. So the same languages you see here, I would have for the other back part. So this is English, Korean, this is not French, this is Portuguese, and this is Spanish, Destacamento de Handware. So it was hard getting these kinds of cards to have all the copies. We got Hamshin Oasis, Hamshin Oasis, Oasis Hamshin, and Russian. Okay. We go to Haunted Fanegraft. Tumba Negada Embrujada. Again, what I talked about, see the difference in colors, the Spanish versions, the English versions. So you do get a lot of differences in the different languages MTG is printed on. Haunted Mire, Senegal Embrujado. This is just a plain common. Now we jump to Haunted Bridge. Risco Embrujado. Spirit Dragon, refugio del dragón espíritu. Next one, Having Gun Laboratory. This is a promo one. I don't remember which one this came out in. This is the other Chemical Mystery. This is Secret Lair, I guess this is from... I can't say. I don't know, I'm not guess. I want to make a fool of myself, but you guys know where it came out. Okay. Again, we have Having Wood Battleground, Campo de Having Wood, Commander Printing. Jump to another Secret Lair card, Hawkins Nation Laboratory. Okay. And then we have the Upside Down. That's funny. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I was reading it, but I'm not sure if it's the same, but this is funny as hell. Look, it's upside down. See? All the cards are upside down. That's the name of the card, the Upside Down. I won't talk too much about it because I honestly don't know too much about them, but interesting to see I had it. Okay. Then we got Hit Gates, Puerta Escombros, Heart of Jambalaya. This has a nice name. The picture is kind of cool. Alliance. I can say now that I have every single card printed in Alliance or of each. That's the plan with most of the sets. And we have Hedge Maze. This is one of the survey lands. And we have two full art versions, two normal versions, English and Spanish, Laberinto de Setos. Okay. Then we have Helios 1, and in Spanish they put a 1 next to it instead of the letters uno. Helios 1. Okay. Helion Crucible, Crisol de Infernales. Again, translation sucks, guys. I don't know who translates the cards for them or for Wizards of the Coast, but they do a really bad job. Hejen Gate Pathway turns into Mystic Gate Pathway, in Spanish Senda de Portal del Cromalech y Senda del Portal Neblinoso. Cromalech. Weird names, hard to pronounce. Not really worried about pronouncing them correctly. Then we have this Victory Woodlot. I just recently played with them in the Pauper deck, the Storm, Infect Storm deck. I used it there. Hidden Cataract Escondido, Spanish and English versions. Jump to Hidden Courtyard, Patio Escondido, Spanish and English again. Hidden Grotto, Gruta Escondida. This is from a newer set. This is from Lumbro. The Hidden Necropolis, Necropolis Escondida, Spanish and English versions. And we find the Hidden Nursery, Vivero Escondido. These are all hidden things. That's why they have the word hidden. Hidden Volcano, Volcano Escondido, Volcán Escondido, no Volcano, that would be in English. Just read it out loud. Then I jump to High Market, original printing from Mercari and Másquez. I played with them, not much, but at least with one copy. They look beautiful, by the way. Jump to Highland Forest, another snow covered land that comes into play tab. And we'll use You'll see here Highland Lake, Lago de Tierras Altas. That's in Russian, and this is in French, if I'm not mistaken. So I need to put the word in English at the front. Okay, we have Highland Reef, Arboleda de Tierras Altas. And we have Hinterland Harbor. We have French, Spanish, Portuguese Inferior, Korean, and English. We'll go to Hissing Quagmire, Senegal Seisiante. Okay. Now back to Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Colmena de Ojo Tirano. Difference in color, guys, you see? Very noticeable in person. I don't know if in the videos, but it should be noticeable in the videos. Okay, Holdout Settlement, Asentamiento Contumaz. And jump to Hollow Trees, Old Fallen Empires, also with difference in coloring, but they also have some that are okay. Miscut or misprint, if you can see. As you can see, there are some that have smaller. That was very common back in the day. Now it's harder to get misprints or out of frame cards. We got Hovergat Path, Senda del Alugar. This is the original printing from Commander. And we have Horizon Canopy, two in Russian, one Spanish, and Ramada del Horizonte, one in English. Future side, the art, the frame, futuristic frame. We jump to Horizon of Progress, one of them in English, just to come in extra. And to Hostile Desert, Desert Hostil. I'm not even trying to pronounce the Russian and the German versions. And we have Hostel Hotel that transforms into something else, which it's called Creeping In. Okay. And got the Hashwood Birch. We have one that's also full art in Umbral Bosque Silencioso, that's in Spanish. Okay, that was all for the letter H, guys. Let me just move them out of the way. And we'll continue with the letter I, Tierras, lands. Remember, guys, first land we're gonna show is Katyan Store. All Fallen Alliance. I remember back in the day trying to get this. Oh, this is really miscut. You can see it. It's really short on one side. This is like more normal. I used to people not caring about these expansions before, but I wanted to collect everything, so I just was getting everything. Ice Flow. This is from Course Lab. From Ice Age, I mean, sorry. Honestly, never seen it in person. I just guess I bought it and put it into my collection. Never took the opportunity to look at it. Ice Tunnel, Túnel de Hielo. It's another snow-covered land. Dual, but comes in play tab. And we'll put here to Idyllic Beachfront, Litoral Idílico. Okay, another one that comes into play tab, lands, not actually important, so just a lot of reprints like that. Okay, Idyllic Granja Idílica. Granja is like a farm. I don't know if Granje means farm also. I don't know. Then we have Ifnir Deadlands, Tierras Muertas de Ifnir, and German and Russian versions. And then we have Emerson's co-current Hito de Calaveras de Emerson, Spanish and English. And we have two Indata Triome. We have two in Japanese, one in Spanish, Troma de Indata. And look at what I was telling you, the difference in colors. That is really common to have different color cards from the different languages. And Nexus played a lot with them, as you can see. Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, English, Nexus, de Polillas de Tinta. I do have a modern deck that is in fact, and I try to play it once in a while against the newer decks, and usually I still beat them. Insomnia, Ciudad Real, Insomnia, Crown City, the Final Fantasy set. We'll jump to Inspiring Vantage, Vantagem Inspiradora, Atalaya Inspiradora. This is Portuguese, this is Spanish, this is Korean, guys. Don't confuse Portuguese with Spanish. It does sound the same, but it's not. They come from the Latin originally, so that's why they do sound alike. Interplanar Beacon, Almenara Interplanar, Spanish. Okay, the Inventors first, I guess you guys know this. This is the most famous, and this is the original printing. Feria de los Inventores, Feria dos Inventores, that's Portuguese, and this is Korean once again. I don't know if Wizards still is printing in all the languages, but it used to be 11 different languages. Now we had Ibn Regulet, Ibn Riazal, no, this is one Spanish, this is German, I guess, and this is Russian. Gotta get creative when I'm buying my cards. Okay, irrigated farmland, two in English and two in Japanese, in Russian. This is the cycle. And we go to irrigation ditch. This is from Invasion, the ones that you sacrifice and get two mana. And we go to isolated chapel. Spanish, Capilla Aislada. You can see difference in colors again. These do have somewhere. I did play with them quite a lot. We jump to Isolated Watchtower, Atalaya Aislada. A lot of these commander cards, I honestly have never played with them. I don't play that much commander, so I just value them and keep them in storage. We get Ice Set Boiler Works. Calderas y Set. Should be Calderas de Set. I guess translations are not that good in Wizards of the Coast. Okay. Iset Gilgate, Portal del Gremio Iset. See, that's the Dell. I used to use it too. Okay, so that's the letter I. We go to the letter J. Lands. Tierras. And we got this 4 Jagged Barrens, Yermos Escarpados, from Thunder, Outlaws of Thunder Junction set. And we have this Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. This is from the new Avatars set. And we got one of Tryouts. Jetmir's Garden, Jardín de Jetmir. 3 in Spanish, 1 in English, right? Mountain, forest, and plains. These are nice lands, but you cannot use too many of them in your deck because they always come into play tap. And we got Hidor, Aristocratic Capital. Hidor, Pueblo Aristocrático. It looks really nice. From the Final Fantasy set. was playing June a couple of weeks back in Modern. I was doing okay with it. Of course, the stud land doesn't come into the June deck, but just remember I was playing it. Django Basim, original printings, and Commander ones. I don't know why I have one original in 3 hours. I guess I had it for some reason before. Django Hollow. Hondonada Selvática. Hondonada Selvática. Crazy name. Then we go to Jungle Shrine, Altar de la Jungla. Only one Spanish. First of all, then we go to Junktown, Ciudad de Escoria. From the Fallout text. And a refuge, Refugio de Isla Jaguar, Jaguar Isle Refuge. One that just dual land that comes into play tap, and you get one life when it comes in. That was the letter K. I'm gonna jump to the letter K. Okay, lands, tierras. And the first one we're gonna show you is Carabia Crossroads, Encrucijada de Carabia. Two Spanish, two in English, guys. Again, an original printing of Caracas. They are all in English, if I'm not mistaken. I have played with them. They're not near me, but they're in a very good state. For Caracas. It's not like you're gonna play with them in the same deck, but there they are. We go to Karn's Bastion, Bastion de Karn, Wars of the Spark Set. Let's try to put the English name on top so I can put it back into the collection in order. Karu, this is a reprint. I think it's Invasions. And honestly, I don't mind having a new version as long as I have these cards in my collection. Okay, we have this is card Christian Forest. As I said, I used to try to collect different sets in different languages. So this is Japanese, Spanish, and English, but I have two original printings from Ice Age, one from 7th edition, and this is 1997. This is 5th edition. Casandu Refuge, the dual lands that give you a land when you come into tap. They have reprinted a lot of this. It's similar functional printings. We got Keldon Megaliths, Megalithos Keldon, and a Russian version from Future Side. I'm sure I did get cards from Russian back in the day. We had a Tarmogoyf in Russian, but I gave it to a friend of mine. Keswick Wolfram, Coto de Lobos de Keswick. This I played a lot with Innistrad set card. I mean, the Titan deck could be used to it, but it wasn't used now. Ketria Triome. Trioma de Ketria. What that's one in Japanese. Kami Garden, this came out also with the Amulet Titan deck. Garden is a Talmi. It was used to avoid sacrificing a creature. You only have one to sacrifice. Carekeep. Kobolds. I remember buying all the kobolds when I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but a couple of years ago. This is in Russian. Because I love the zero cost cards. I'll get to them one sooner or later when we're looking at the red cards I have. Kishla Village, Pueblo de Kishla. This is from the Storm, Tokyo Dragon Storm set. Another land from the Clue edition of Ravnica Kitchen. Okay. I do like the art, they do look like the cards from the game. Clue. New Kentoran Outpost, in Spanish, the Destacamento Kendojano. Okay. 4 Heron. Original printing from Nemesis. Now to Cross School Keep. This is from Homelands. You can even see the colors of the mana symbols. And then Cross and Birch, Borde de Crosa, to English to Spanish. And finally, Kyoshi Village, Pueblo de Kyoshi, Avatar. Okay, that was the letter K. And for today, we took the letter L. And that would be all for today, guys. I'm going to show you letters of the Hydra, Guardia de la Hydra, Spanish and English versions. And then we have general wastes, English, and Chinese from Apocalypsis. Tubes from Ice Age. I don't even remember what this land does. There's so much text to read and I don't have my reading glasses. Lol, I'm old. Okay, land cap. Also from Ice Age. Also a lot of text to read. You guys should look it up if you want to know what it does. I'm just showing you that I have it. Lantern lit graveyard from Kamigawa, Champions of the Cementerio iluminado por linternas, and this one is in Japanese, Chinese, I mean. And then we have La Sotep Quarry, all of them in English. We jump to Lupin Flower Village, Aldea Florlupina. Lily Pad Village from also Bloomborough, Aldea Nenufar. Then Lakeside Shack, Choza al borde del lago. So comes into play tap unless a player has 13 or less lives. Interesting, the number 13. Okay, we got a couple of the ones from the Clue Edition, Lounge. It's a land. And we have the library. The library where you kill somebody. Also, the ones that come into play have tap and have something extra they do, but they are not really functional in normal tournaments. Lash Oasis, Oasis Exudrante. More Lonely Arroyo, Arroyo Solitario. English. And we have Lush Portico. This is a surveillance Atrio Exuberante, and we got a nice full out version of it. From Spanish to English. And we have one of Arabon Luxury Suite. And we have the reprints. Commander Venus Battles for Battlegate. This is Arabon. As you can see, they are very different pictures, but they do look nice. Lumbering Falls, Cascada Estrendosa, English to Spanish. We come to an old land, Lotus Bell. John Avon, the picture, nice. Lotus Fields. This one is in German, Lotus Star. So we have 3 in English and 1 in German. I didn't even notice I had that. We have the modern different versions of the Lotus. The Lotus here, Campo de Lotus. John even does the picture again. Then we go to Lorejo Campus. Campus Pientum, and one in Japanese, one in Spanish. Then we jump to Lumens Tires, Agujas Amenazantes. Loro December, Banco de Arena Solitario, Oslo. January Reborn, January Renacido, Russian, future side. To Lidjara Mirror Lake, Lago del Reflejo de Lidjara, Spanish and in English. Then we have Ditch Reading Swamp from Shadowmoon, Pantano Plagado de Sanguijuelas, Ditch Reading Swamp. Literally, that's what it means. Translation is perfect. Then we have the Lava Clariches, Alturas Garras de la Lava. That's all perfect translation. These cards do have some well. I used to play with them a lot. Then we have, I think, the most expensive card I have been showing you from from this part. And Lake of the Dead. This one from our Alliance set. And as you can see, different colors even within the same language, and that was common back in the day from the cards, see, different colors. And finally, Labyrinth of Scophos, Laberinto de Scophos. It's the Spanish and English versions, Teros Beyond Death. And for today, that's the last video, guys. Tomorrow, maybe the day after, I'll continue with the cards. In the letter L, still have some nice to show you. And until next video, guys, see you.